God bless your Pennine view. You were awesome. Shower's so hot you literally couldn't stand underneath it. You had to stand next to it and splash yourself. But they were hot. You can't win, can you? Anyway, yeah, it stayed dry most of the night. But when it did rain, I got into the utility room, charged all my gear up, dried my tent out. Everything apart from me is bone dry. And I'm going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. Hey, that's a good start, isn't it? And awesome. There we go. Cracking on. Cracking on. We've got sunshine. We've also got 4 miles.
Turn left onto the stairs. Then continue straight
4
past
miles
the road on the right.
up to Frank's Bridge. She's always picking on me. Did I say 4 miles to Frank's Bridge? I said 4 miles to the 9 standards rather.
Continue across the bridge.
There you go, we've completed 82 miles and we've got the same again in a bit. I'm going to walk to Whitby to do as well if we aren't going to walk all the way back to Teesside. Road portion of the climb going up toward the 9 standards, and in the distance amongst the clouds there you can just make out centre screen now. You can just make out the Lake District. So about 82 to 83 miles in, and we're still circumnavigating Hartley Quarry at the moment on the road to the, I believe it's the east of it. Right folks, first stupid mistake of the day. Left the GoPro running, chewed the whole battery. Had to delete a lot of footage there because just that particular bit that was left on. But little things, especially earlier on in the day, have a bit of a knock on. Your head goes down and then you start to make more mistakes because you're upset, you've had to rectify those, and these small little things, yeah, contribute to having a really bad day if you allow them. So I've had a word with myself, we've had an internal conflict there, internal conversation, and we've decided it's PMA all the way, positive mental attitude. So we've still got 2 days, 2 batteries, plus full charge in the battery bank, which was a mission last night. It was charging batteries, setting alarms to get up to do it till like 2 in the morning, because the low amperage pack that I've got, it lasts, it really does last, but it does not charge quickly. 20,000 milliamps, 346 grams if I remember rightly, so the juice is worth the squeeze, but it costs you with sleep. So when you're pushing big days you need that rest. So anyway, I'm not going to complain, we're going to crack on. Most of the way on our ascent up to 9 standards. I don't believe there's going to be much of a view today, but we'll have a look and yeah, we'll get gone from there. And as if by magic, to brighten my day, centre screen, the 9 standards. That's the summit of our climbing for today, and that's it. It's downhill all the way. So looking forward to that jazz. I believe heading across in that direction. Bring it back when we're up there. Well, I did right to fill up before I left. Not getting any water out of that today, are we? Dry as the proverbial. The red carpet has been firmly rolled out. We are plain sailing all the way up. We are on a magic carpet ride. paved all the way. It's unreal. The graft that this must have took to do all this. It's very much welcome today. To whoever's done this, thank you very much. Muchly appreciated. Magnificent. Repurposed stone, RTRW 1833. Near the top. Not how far we've got. I don't think it's far now. Let's see here. Oh, we've got sunshine. Said it was going to be patchy sunshine today. Sunshine and showers, some thundery. Not looking forward to that. Oh, there we are. Happy days. Just make them out through the mist. That is the 9 standards. And yeah, nearly the very top for my climb today. I've got a little bit more gentle climbing, but we're going to get up there, and I think it would be prudent to bang a waterproof barrier on, put a Gore-Tex on. Have a chat with a farmer there. He's telling me his only criticism of these slabs are they're not big enough to get the quad bike down. But yeah, he's the mist's coming in, so he's gathering his flock, and I've stopped to talk too long, so I need to get up here, get a jacket on before bits start freezing off. It's not cold, but it's chilly if you're wearing shorts and a long sleeve t-shirt, such as I am. So yeah, let's not become a casualty, let's be sensible.
Take the next right onto the trail.
Roger that. Not much of a view, I'm afraid to say. The fog has closed in significantly. But here we are, 9 standards rig. The usual spiel that YouTubers give is we have no idea who put them here and why. Some say the Roman army built it so that it was to ward off the Scots, so when they looked up at the hill they thought it was an army massing. Other people say they were built earlier. My take is it's a game of Jenga that's got out of hand. Simple as that. So yeah, anyway, bit chipper up here, so I'm going to crack on and get towards my first break of the day, which I'm very much looking forward to. And navigation, once again, like the farmer mentioned, he said you cannot go wrong now. Literally, if you're on the path, you're right. No navigation to do up here, whereas before, especially in the mist, it was very easy to get lost because there was no path. People were taking different routes to get through boggy bits, and yeah, it was becoming a bit dicey. It wasn't good for the environment. It wasn't good for hikers getting lost and having a cool recovery. You get winched out back of a puma. So yeah, here we are. Good job, I'd say. Interesting facts about where we're coming up on now. We are at the watershed. So the rain that's currently landing on me as we speak, if it lands to the right, it exits the country to the west and into the Irish Sea, and rain that lands on my left hand side exits the country on my east side and ends up in the North Sea. Well folks, there's that watershed line that I was telling you about. It was a bit further along than I thought. Everything to my left is Yorkshire, everything to my right is Cumbria. So we're back in God's land and we're going to crack on. Still marvelling, miles and miles and miles of these slabs have been laid. You can see where they've been airlifted in. They helicoptered them in on pallets, dropped them down, and absolute blinking lunatics have come up here and snapped their backs, laying these for us mere hikers to go around on our little jollies. Unbelievable.
My name's Matt Neal. I work for the Yorkshire Dales National Park Authority. I'm the area manager, and we're just currently on, we're just off 9 Standards Rig on White Mossy Hill on the route that runs down to Ravenseat. This is an area of bog that, as part of the Coast to Coast upgrade works, because early next year the Coast to Coast is getting designated as National Trail, so that's early in 2026. We're currently creating a public right-of-way down here, so this is a new legal footpath that is available for everybody to use all the time, and it's the new route over 9 Standards Rig. And as you can see, we're laying reclaimed flagstones to help repair the currently eroded path and to help protect the habitat either side of the path. It's a really important area on a European scale for ground nesting birds, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing this work, to help limit the disturbance and to keep people onto one line.
Tell me about your last Coast to Coast then.
My last Coast to Coast, I ran the Coast to Coast a couple of years ago, and my best time for running it is 62 hours 15 minutes.
That's crackers. Trail legend.
But, the quickest time, I think it's 38 hours.
30 hours, yeah, I did something like that.
And I helped Damien when he did that attempt. I ran with him from Kirkby Stephens down to Reeth, just to keep him on track.
Absolute legend. Thank you very much for your time. Nice to meet you. I'll let you get back to work.
Enjoy your walk.
Cheers. Well, we're still going. We've got sunshine and showers, and we're still on a paved path. Just met a second work crew up the top there, so they're saying they're looking to get all this work done by sort of like mid-October, definitely before Christmas, depending on weather of course. But yeah, it's been a joy to walk. I don't know what I was thinking when I thought, oh yeah, I'll stay in that hut. It's far too far for me to have comfortably made it to that hut last night, but luckily made quite a coherent and sensible call to cut short at Kirkby. Very, very glad I did that, because I'd have been miserable cutting it out here. I mean, at any point I could have pretty much just like dumped the tent, put it up and spent the night there, but I've been out of battery, and yeah, there'd be no YouTube for you folks. So anyway, where is this break has turned into a lunch, by the way. This is supposed to be 11's, and it's now turned into lunch, what with impromptu interviews and all the rest of it. But yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. We're riding on a waiver high at the moment, so I haven't even touched my chocolate reserves. I need to get into those. Looking forward to that and a brew. So yeah, we're doing well. We're happy. There she is, right where I left her. Happy days. Let's do lunch. Let's check it out. Nobody in there, obviously, because the door's locked. Requires 2 hands, this. There we are, because I'm in there. Don't want anybody to lock me in. I shall secure with the stay. Oh, yes. What a bizarre thing to find. What on God's green earth is that doing in here? A very old mantle clock. Anyway. Well, this is Ravenseat. It's where the Yorkshire Shepherdess used to operate out of. I don't know if she's still here or still owns it. I don't know. They used to do mint cream teas here, so that was nice back in the day. I don't think that's up and running, but we shall see. And a little tiny pony over there with a massive iris next to him, which is lovely. He's now looking our way. He's clocked me. He's like, yeah, okay. Who's this? What does he want? I'll tell you what I want, mate. I want 1.5 litre of your finest tap water, please, because I'm down to reserve. So we'll take a little walk over the Pack Bridge and see whether or not we can get a drink from here. Happy days. Right, we just passed Ravenseat now. This is the view from How Edge Scar. Back up towards Ravenseat. Up with the famous Pennine Way, and we're going into waterfall country if I remember rightly. So we're heading down this way now into this valley. I believe there's a lovely little stop down here which I might get my plates of meat out, give them an air, check them over, make sure they're doing okay, dry up with leather personnel carriers. Well folks, that was Catterick Forth. Lovely little break there. I just missed 2 RAF Typhoons come ripping down the valley, 500 feet off the deck. You can clearly see the pilot. I only just managed to get my hand on the camera by the time they'd gone past. So I'm looking out for them boys to see if they do another pass. I would have thought they're limited to a certain amount during the day because of the locals, but hey, anyway, so break over, back to the business of smashing out miles. So I've got 2 big climbs, one over Swinnergill and the other one over Gunnerside Gill. Across the top, past all the old mine works, across the road, and that's us in for the night. But it's a wild camp, so I don't want to get there too early because that's just rude. So yeah, had time to kill, managed to get my feet in, have a bit of a dip. Lovely. Right, past these trees, just looming into view now is our left turn before we take the high route. Despite the winds, I'm not going to take the low route through Lower Swaledale. We took the high route, and we're going to turn left at Crackpot Hall, which will be visible in a minute. One of the most videoed left turns on YouTube, that is, I think. If everybody has a little go on a broken down tractor that's there. Right, we've just missed it round the corner. It is up there. Can't remember the exact story of this. There is information online, I believe. I would not go walking about inside it. And I believe this bit has been renovated to
behind you.
to make it into a barn, as it were, but I don't think that got that far. Definitely won't be. Like a set from The Witcher, isn't it? Oh, found the bathtub. There it is. A bit of a hole in the bottom though. Don't think I'll be using that tonight. Oh, and the kitchen. There's the kitchen. Right, this is where we wave goodbye to lovely Swinnergill for a bit. We turn inland. I believe this is Swinnergill, this one. Home of the Swinnergill lead mine. So, yeah, it's proper rugged terrain, this. And epically beautiful, just beautiful. Yep, that's Swinnergill. I recognise it now, yeah. In the far distant centre screen. Okay, so we contour around here, go past that building I think, and then we head up that valley to the right, so we shall see if memory serves. At the top of our penultimate climb of the day, and there's a post up there. I think we turn right and head round that way. We shall see. Don't follow that. At the end of this long, arduous crest over the hill, there's just a simple post with a course to course sign on it, and that is your left turn over that way. Well folks, that was Blakenthwaite Spelt Mill, and as always it was a pleasure. Now let's climb. This is the remnants of the old lead mining work on the tops here, and it is desolate. You can see the effect of what the mining's done to the wildlife here. There's a few discarded items of mine equipment left over there, like some sort of rail cart or something. But you can see where it stopped and where it started, because the vegetation is growing. Anyway, sit rep. What are we on? 5.59 kilometres, no climbing left. Only problem I've got tonight is it's rather gusty, so I'm hoping Cringley Bottom isn't blowing too hard, otherwise we should be in for an interesting night. Yeah. Okay, well anyway, we're heading in that direction for 6Ks. Let's get them done. I forgot how far this valley runs. It is like this for at least another 4,000 metres, 4 kilometres. It is the end of this valley. Hold on footsies too, because the old trotters take a pasting with this gravel malarkey. But I tell you, I'm glad I'm going west to east, because if you were walking from Robin Hood's Bay to St Bees, you'd have that in your boat race all the way until you find your campsite, if you can see it. Sat here in Cringley Bottom, beautiful place by a lovely running little creek. Just making my din-dins. Really down a bit so you can see that. And oh, tonight what we got? Beef and potato hot pot, my favourite. Literally the best of the expedition food range. I like it. It's 800 calories of go juice. Got to watch my gas usage as always. So it's a bit early to put tent up, but I'm going to chill for a little bit, just relax, have something to eat. It's a beautiful evening. The wind is considerably lower down here and thoroughly pleasant. So while I'm sat here waiting for my beef dinner to cook, I thought I'd give you a quick overview of the boudoir for tonight. It's not going to be the flattest pitch, but we're going to make it work somehow. So we're going to have to be tight to the ground because of the wind. The bridge over there is the path, unfortunately, so everything needs to be packed away other than what I need to hike out of here first thing in the morning. So get up, put my gear away, go. We'll have breakfast on trail. So nothing left out, no charging gear, no cooking gear, nothing like that. Just stuff that I can literally take down, throw the bag and go. So yeah, that's tonight's plan. So yeah, it has been a little bit windy, so it's belt and braces. We've got one middle peg in there, got another one there. Had to have a gap here to let the bunny get out of his hole in the middle of the night just in case he needs a pee. So there's plenty of ventilation, so I haven't bothered with the tie-back ground sheet. I've just put the bathtub inner straight on the floor. I don't know about you, but that looks mighty handsome, that.